Mira Collins was not lonely. That part is important. She had friends, a busy college schedule, a part-time job at a local cafe in Ohio, and parents who checked in on her almost too often. Her life was ordinary in the safest way possible. That's why she never expected danger to come through her phone. It started on a quiet Sunday night. Mira was scrolling through a creative writing forum, nothing unusual, when she noticed a comment under one of her short stories. "Your writing feels honest, like you're not pretending." The username was Originals123. She replied with a simple thank you. Within minutes, he messaged her privately. He said his name was Ethan, 26 years old, worked in digital media, recently moved for work. Everything about him felt normal. They talked about books, films, music. He never pushed, never flirted aggressively. He listened more than he spoke. That made him feel safe. After a week, they moved to texting. After 2 weeks, voice messages. His voice was calm, steady, confident, but not intimidating. "I don't usually trust people online," Mira told him once. Ethan laughed softly. "Neither do I. That's why this feels rare." That sentence stayed with her. Weeks passed. Ethan knew when her exams were, when her shifts ended, when she felt overwhelmed. He remembered details no one else did. That's how trust grows, quietly. One night, Ethan sent his first photo. It was a selfie, a normal one. Dim apartment lighting, slight smile, brown hair, tired eyes. Nothing about the image screamed danger. Mira hesitated before sending one back. When she did, Ethan replied instantly. "You look exactly like your writing sounds," he said. That should have felt strange. Instead, it felt comforting. They started video calling a few days later. Short calls, always casual. Ethan never asked for anything inappropriate, never crossed a line. That's why Mira ignored the small details, like how his background never changed, or how his camera quality was always just a little blurry, or how he never called unexpectedly, only when he planned it. One evening, Ethan said something new. "I might visit your city next month." Mira's heart skipped. "You're serious?" "Only if you're comfortable," he said quickly. "No pressure." She smiled at her phone. That night, she told her best friend, Jenna, about him. Jenna frowned. "Have you actually met him?" "No, but just be careful," Jenna said. "People lie online." Mira agreed. She really did. But deep down, she believed Ethan was different. 3 nights later, Ethan sent a message that felt off. "Do you ever feel like someone's watching you, even when you're alone?" Mira laughed it off. "You sound paranoid." There was a pause. Then he replied, "Yeah, maybe I am." She didn't know it then, but that was the first crack. And cracks always grow.
The changes were subtle. Ethan didn't suddenly become aggressive or creepy. He became curious. "Where do you usually go after work? Which bus do you take home? Do you live alone?" Each question sounded harmless on its own. Mira answered without thinking. One night, Ethan mentioned a news story about online scams. "Crazy world," he said. "You never know who's real." Mira agreed. "That's why trust matters," Ethan added. "Transparency." That was the first time he asked for her live location. "Only while you're walking home," he said, "just so I know you're safe." She hesitated. He noticed. "You don't have to," he said quickly. "I don't want to make you uncomfortable." That's how he won. She shared it. Nothing bad happened, so she kept sharing. Then came the app suggestion. "It helps with call quality," Ethan explained. "Less lag." Mira installed it. She didn't know it allowed background permissions. A week later, strange things started happening. Her phone battery drained faster. Apps opened on their own. Notifications appeared and vanished. She told Ethan. He brushed it off. Probably a software bug. Then, one night, during a video call, Ethan said something that froze her. "You changed your room." Mira blinked. "What?" "The lamp," he said calmly. "It's closer to the bed now." Her stomach tightened. "You saw that on video," she said. Ethan smiled. "Yeah, sorry, just noticed." But she was sure the lamp wasn't visible on camera. Later that night, Mira received a notification. Unknown device attempting to access your account. She changed her passwords immediately. Ethan messaged her. "You okay? You went quiet." She told him about the notification. There was a long pause. Then he replied, "That's scary." No advice, no concern, just 2 words. The next day, Jenna insisted Mira stop talking to him. "Something's wrong," she said. "This isn't normal." Mira wanted to agree, but that night, Ethan sent a voice message. "I feel like I messed up. If you want to stop talking, I'll understand." His voice sounded hurt. She didn't block him. That was the mistake. 2 days later, Ethan sent a final message. "Can we do one thing before we stop? Just one live video, no talking." Mira stared at the screen. Against her better judgment, she agreed. The video connected instantly. Mira was sitting on her bed. Lights on, door locked. Ethan's camera was off. "Why is your camera black?" she asked. No response. Then the screen flickered. For half a second, she saw a face, not Ethan's. It was pale, too close to the camera, eyes wide, unblinking. Then the video cut. Her phone vibrated. A message appeared. "Do you know who you've been talking to?" Her heart pounded. Another message. "I've been here longer than you think." Mira threw her phone on the bed and backed away. Her laptop turned on by itself. The webcam light glowed. She screamed. Her phone buzzed again. "Relax, I'm not in your house." Not yet. Mira ran outside barefoot, screaming for help. Neighbors called the police. By the time officers arrived, all her devices were shut down. No sign of intrusion, no fingerprints, no suspect. Cybercrime traced the accounts. They led nowhere. Burner emails, fake IPs, stolen photos. Ethan never existed. Weeks passed. Mira moved back in with her parents. She deleted all social media. She tried to forget. Then one night, she received an email. No sender name, just one line. "You forgot to uninstall the app." Attached was a photo. It was taken from her bedroom doorway, from inside the house. Mira never found out who he was. The police suspected a long-term online predator, someone patient, skilled, and experienced, someone who didn't need to touch you to ruin your life. Mira changed cities, changed her number, changed her name online, but she never uses webcams anymore, never shares location, never trusts strangers. Because the scariest part wasn't the messages, it was this. He never rushed, never threatened, never panicked. He waited, and somewhere out there, he still is, looking for someone new.